Y'all know I don't own the rights to this music, but this is how I get up in the morning, y'all. Yeah, let's get it. It's actually 2022. Get it. Real quick, nobody's perfect. Not even your parents. Nobody's perfect. At the end of the day, it's up to you to forgive and forget. But nobody's perfect. It's up to you to understand that life lessons and learning lessons are exactly that. When you're growing up, they're exactly that. They're learning lessons. And we're learning them together. And that's what people need to understand. We don't learn these lessons by ourselves. Our parents teach us exactly who to be, exactly how to be there, and how to get there. So at the end of the day, if you did something when you were a child and you got your ass whooped, it was a learning life lesson. It ain't nothing for you to be, oh, well, you beat me when I was 5 and nah. It ain't, get off that. Get over that. Move on. You look crazy. You sound crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. There are traumatizing situations like you allowed this person to rape me, or you allowed me to get bullied, or you allowed me to get abused in my house. Yes, situations like that, yes. Hold on to that. Speak up about that all day. But you did something when you was 8, 9 years old and you deserved that beating, and you still holding on to that shit, let that shit go. You sound crazy. Example, I told you I put my own life out here, and real quick example, like my oldest daughter, she keeps telling me how, not even my oldest, my 17-year-old. So I done told the kids, anything can happen around people you don't know, especially kids you don't know nowadays. Kids are setting kids up and stuff like that. So she told me about how one day all these kids were walking because they missed the school bus, so everybody was walking. And instead of walking, she came home to wake me up and for me to drive her to school. And she was telling me how livid I was, that I woke her, that I had to get up and drive her. But yet I'm the one who told her never just walk off with strangers. Come on now, let it go, okay? It happened like 4 years ago. Yes, I told you not to just walk off with strangers. I still stand by that. But at the end of the day, if it was a whole school bus of kids who missed the bus, you could have just went and walked with them, even if you didn't know them. Just say, hey, y'all walking to school, I want to walk. You could have simply did that. But instead, she brings it up all the time. Mom, remember that time, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that, let it go. Let it go. Okay, let it go. There are things that you should hold on to that your parents should be held accountable for. Yes. Hold on, I'm trying to put my visor down. But no, there are things that your parents should be held accountable for. But there are other things that was just simply teaching your ass a lesson. It was not abuse. You were not abused. You were not bullied and beat on. But you were taught a lesson. So let that shit go. Like people always say, Queen, your mom was always on all your other shows or whatever. But then you went through this thing of not speaking to her. Y'all don't know. It wasn't simply me not speaking to her over a beating, because I can deal with a beating. I mean, a hard head make a soft behind. Ain't nobody head harder than mine. So at the end of the day, it was deeper than that. However, I know how to have a serious conversation. And I told y'all a long while ago that a lot of things could be resolved if people knew how to sit down and have a conversation without yelling and pointing fingers and blaming and, oh my God, you did this to me. No, just speaking up, having regular conversation could save a lot of people's lives, and I told y'all that. So me and my mom had a conversation, and I explained to her, now don't get me wrong, there is still bits and pieces of some shady parts, but I'm 40 years old, and I can't go back and change it, fix it, turn it around. So whatever it was, whatever it is, and whatever it will be, okay? But when you mad at your mom because she took you on a bunch of trips and didn't spend the time with you because she wanted to have fun on those trips too, so she put you in the little kiddie part, but she still took you on trips. There's a million people who ain't never been on one. You mad at your mom, oh, you took me on a bunch of trips instead of spending time with me. I know somebody like that. Or, oh my God, you could never afford to take us on no trips, but you were spending all this time with us, kissing on us and hugging us and telling us that you love us, and that's not what we wanted. We wanted trips. Life is life. You got what you got. If I could have took you on the trip, I would have, but obviously I could not. It's life. Life is exactly that. It's life. But again, everybody's circumstances is different. But when you're mad at your parents over some fugazi ass shit, that's a problem for me. You mad because you got to go on trips. You mad because you got no trips, but you got love. You know, you mad because you got new shit, but it wasn't the new. You know, like, these are things that kids are actually holding over their parents' head today, now in their 30s. Get over that shit. You are probably a parent or on your way to being a parent. You'll learn. You'll see. You'll understand. We ain't about that. Nah, man, that shit is stupid. So, on some honest shit, if your parents are still around, get up, hug them, love them, call them, tell them what they mean. There are people who you cannot fix it with, like me and my pop. We will never fix it. I've tried numerous of times, but I tried, and I'm not even the one who did anything to him. So me trying was just me trying to understand. But you cannot try to understand something that somebody can't even explain themselves. Because if they can't explain it, then it's their stupidity, it's their dumb shit, and you don't even need to be worried about it. It is what it is. And I'm no longer worried about his issue. His issue is just that, his issue. Now, do I wish him well? Yes, I do. Do I wish to speak to him? No, I don't. Do I wish to fix something? You can't fix something when you don't know what it is that was done. And then that person is not even speaking up about what was done because they don't fully know themselves. You can't fix that. It's impossible. So, that is what it is. And that's whether it's a parent, a child, a relationship, whatever the fuck. But for me today, it's just on my parents or on parents, period. But even when it comes to your children, when your children do shit that you can't forgive, like lie on you and say that you allowed this and say that you did that, you know, they don't realize that makes you look at them differently. It makes you think about, you know, what did I do to this child for them to be like that? And then you as a parent or a person don't even want to be around them. Because they look at you like that, but then at the same sense, they know they're lying. They act like they can't hurt you, like we as parents don't have feelings, and we do. So, this is for anybody that's lying on you. This is for anybody that's making up shit. This is for anybody that's just trying to hurt you with their words. Don't allow that. Nobody should be allowed to hurt you that way. Nobody should be allowed to have that power over you, that their words can shut you down and shut you out. And I've seen it. I've seen people allow their parents to be like, yeah, right, you ain't gonna do that. Shut up. And even at 35 with some kids, they just shut up and they never speak about it again. That's not how it's supposed to be. So don't allow that in your life, in your world, in your situations. Again, I told y'all I'm back to talking to y'all every day. If y'all not watching, y'all not watching. But y'all come back. It is what it is. Y'all know when the truth is out there, it'll set you free. Okay? And some of this advice that I'm putting out, y'all need it. And I know y'all need it because I need it. Okay? And we all in the same boat. I'm not better than you. I'm not above you. I just know that I survived a lot of shit. A lot of shit. And I'm going to help y'all survive it as well. Because this world is full of shit. And honestly, it is what you make it. So, I love y'all to life. I'm on my way into work. I'm a little bit earlier today because I wanted to do something. But, yeah. Just know that I care. Know that I'm there for y'all. Know that if you need anything, y'all can reach out to the queen. Speak to me in the comments. I do speak back. Okay? But anyway, don't forget, I do have a bunch of books out. If you like poetry, I have 4 poetry books. Enter the Mind of the Queen, In the Heart of the Queen, The Queen Has Spoken, and The Queen Survives. And it's just Queen Survived. It's not a the in it. It's just Queen Survived. I also have novels out, Where the Loyalty Lies, Part 1, 2, and 3. Queenie's Secret, If Some Wishes Came True, and my artist, his book, Lessons Through Time. So don't forget, we are on Barnes & Nobles. We are on Amazon websites. You can get us, you can order us, and we're on our own websites. Just Google Queen Amina Show It Well, and I will come up, and so will my page. I am Googleable, babies. I got to get back to my music because I'm almost at work, so I need to have me a little woosah, give me some music on moment. All right, babies. Love y'all. Deuces. Mwah. Later.